Hello, Cookies here with turn 78 of LA Arco as part of the LA Mountain Noobs game, I believe, where I'm a sub. And we see a number of messages here. So I received some basically Mind Hunt kits from Bogaroos as part of some of the gear that we gave him a few turns ago. We cast Murdering Winter, so we killed 162 units. Pan raided us a couple of times. Oh, we also did Earth Attack, and it got blocked by presumably some sort of dome. And so let's check out the Pan raids. So their army to our north has moved into the forest with a large communion. I think I pulled the mages back from there just in time, if I remember right. This is a few turns in the past, so we'll see. Anyways, they kill that PD, but they lose some Blackhawks, which is nice. And Cataphract. They also raid Citala. Or I guess they ride out. Okay, so this is the big fight. So we were actually preparing to storm Citala this turn, and we just Murdering Wintered this army. So a lot of these centaurs are hurt with just a few HP. Yep. Some injured hands. Anyways, but they brought a lot of mages. They brought a couple of mystics they've stolen from me. Just all the things. Hundreds of these centaur cataphracts. I imagine they probably had significantly more crossbowmen, but many of them died in the Murdering Winter. And maybe some more of the Dryad Hoplites as well. So... And then in the center, only what I presume is to be a huge communion is about to happen, along with a number of pans doing big nature and earth spells. And over here, we have the great army of Arcoscephale. And we've got some green lions. We've got... So something that was kind of weird was my Heart Companions deployed way off to the side rather than over the mages, which is what I wanted and intended. So really weird that this skirmish formation ended up way over here. And so this puts the whole line of communion slaves that I have in a box around all the important mages. Kind of puts them at risk, and it leaves a lot more holes for flyers to jump in. So I wasn't very happy about that. But we've got some bait in the back to draw flyers as well. Some trolls off to the side. We've got our King of Magma, who I think was supposed to be... I don't think he was that offset. Maybe he was, though. But let's go ahead and kick this off as all the communions go. So the first round of buffs went off. Or no, so these first arrows can probably be effective. But soon we're going to have the first round of buffs that I very carefully scripted with redundancy and in a certain order. So I'm hopeful... These made yes. So like for instance, this Mystic now has been boosted with Power of the Spheres, Phoenix Power, Earth Power, Temper Flesh, Mass Regen, or Personal Regen, one of the two. Iron Skin, some sort of fire resistance buff, a cold resistance buff, luck, a fire shield, an astral shield, twist fate, and liquid body, which probably also doesn't complete. Temper flesh and liquid body do kind of the same thing, except liquid body has some other effects. And all that was turn 2 for the communion slaves. So now they're 20 prot, 18 MR. So they got an MR buff too. And they've got all these defenses. So these should be good for being, I think it's called a linebacker communion, where you stack tons of buffs on communion slaves to the point where normal troops can't kill them anymore. We've got Ravenous Swarm, cast by Pan, and Relief, cast by Pan. And don't get me wrong, Pan's got stuff too, like Regen, Fire Resistance, Cold Resistance, Poison Resistance, Lucky. So they've got a lot of stuff too. Hell also goes off by Pan. We cast Heat from Hell. I'm hoping this will counter some of the Hell. That was a pretty good cast. We also get relief off with the Ivy King. Oh, let me get on team colored squares. Because I did, even though they might have killed some of my casters. So let's see. There's a few stages that have died. We lost a monster boar to a soul slay, which is unfortunate. So I lost my Howl caster. Mystic to Magic Duel, Mystic to Magic Duel. Got killed by crossbow bolts. There was a way to... Wasn't there a way to, like, see the unit? I forget. I thought there was a hotkey for that. Ah, right click. Alright. Let's see. This guy is getting... I guess this guy got trampled by an air elemental. Magic Duel. Magic Duel. Storm of Thorns. Magic Duel. I did cast some Magic Duels. Just trying to disrupt his communion. And then I lose a Sybil, which is unfortunate. This might have been... This is probably a Master and Slave caster. I might have lost one or two so far. Anyways, we get off Time Stop. As you can see now, the centaurs fly. So some of them are starting to fly into the center, which is where I wanted all of these hoplites to be. We get off Serpent's Blessing. So now we're up to 35 poison resist. I apologize for the weird noises. Time stop. Definitely some of them in the center of the formation. We finally have our 2 Master and Slave Caskaloth out of, I think, like 4. But we did steal some stuff, which is nice. Some dryads. Sages. Some crossbows. It'll be a nice distraction, and it should allow us to clear up the formation a little bit more. And then Growing Fury by the Pan. We'll get Berserker to other Pan's units. As you can see, the Turbo Communion is still holding up reasonably well. Or the Linebacker Communions, not Turbo Communion. So most of them are still alive. It's the Masters that are struggling a little bit more. They don't get all the same layered buffs that the slaves do. As we gift. We do have life after death too, so we're getting some solace, but I'm pretty sure we're just doing the Gift of Heavens on our own troops there. Then we get off Hal. This is one of our duplicate casts because we saw the other Hal caster died. I did do a lot of redundancy in my scripting. I knew there was heavy odds a lot of my mages would die before they got to cast important spells. So let's speed up a little bit. So both sides are spamming Enslaved Mind. I've got Gifts of Heaven going off. They continue to land in the center of the formation. And they have Fog Warriors. That was something I don't really have access to, is a lot of air gems and air mages. I have some access, but I wasn't able to put it together for this particular battle. As you can see, we're starting to clear them out. Pan fly in. And I think the Growing Fury is actually going to cause Pan excessive losses. So, and the Heat from Hell, I think, is really starting to wear some of his troops down. Although they do have fire resist. So, maybe not. These new wolves, definitely, they don't have that. So they'll burn right up. And many of them are getting... Many of the wolves from his howl are getting stolen by Enslaved Mind. So they're becoming my wolves. I'm pretty sure I keep meteoring myself, and I wish they'd stop. Good lord. Like, please stop using that spell if you can't hit the broadside of the guard. Or maybe it's them. I don't know. Let me see. Can I not scroll up? Oh, there we go. Dagon. Pandokos. Oh, maybe that's me. There's all sorts of evocations and enslaved minds going off by both sides. Many of these mages are starting to get fairly tired. Phew. up some more. A lot of petrifies going off too. Those are pretty big spells. Basically save or die. As the army of LA Arco takes the field. So I'm sure this isn't what Pan was expecting, so I'm pretty happy about it. Please stop casting Gifts of Heaven. Oh my goodness. I really wish that was a little lower in the priority list, especially around friendlies. Please stop nuking my own units. There we go. Alright, we get the W. So, in this we managed to kill 41, 42, 43 mages, which is amazing. And that was after murdering Winter, and we got to kill several hundred troops. And, I mean, we lost a lot on our end too. We lost 4 Sibyls, 21 Mystics. So we lost, what, 25, 28, or Mound Fiend. So yeah, we lost at least 30 mages. And a whole pile of stuff too. But a lot less stuff than what they lost. So it was about 3-to-1. More like 1-to-1 on mages and 3-to-1 on troops. And we had some people retreat successfully. And then we had the battle in the fortress. So just a few troops remaining in the normal formation. Like, everything got messed up. But in here is just a golem. So hopefully we can take care of that. We're stealing some of the animals. Petrifying some of the satyrs. Alright. So in this one we lost another Sibyl, which sucks. But otherwise didn't really lose anything and killed everything. I think we sent the golem home. And yeah, not bad. We found some more gear. Oh, we kept the temple and we found a little gear. And we did a raid into the good old woods. This is our small raiding party, continuing its massive adventure. Alright, so that succeeds. We found a magic site. So we have gem deposits and an iron mine. So this province is amazing. And yeah, we're doing a mine hunt again. We're shuffling some troops around. Sending troops here on accident. I moved them here to get them out of the Y command so I could plan this army, and then forgot to send them here afterwards. So I'm going to have some soldiers that are a turn out of position because of this. So that's just a mistake. And then we're doing a move and patrol here. And the hope is we can catch this army trying to attack here. We're going to patrol these guys. And hopefully we can just beat that army if they decide to attack. And we're healing the disease on Ruax with Pyrocatharsis. We're claiming the throne to get the death income. Doing a mind hunt here, mind hunt here, and mind hunt here. And we're generally patrolling to make sure the Dryads don't infest our Citadel. And yeah, so I think that's it. We're sending out 2 Soulless Mages to collect the troops that ran away. And we're the proud owners of a whole unit of Centaur Sages and their expensive morale. Or expensive upkeep, rather, not morale. And then we've split out some of the Heart Companions to guard the mages better. More traditional LA Arco organization with the mages a little bit more compact. But we still wanted to retain some aggressive units, so we're going to send all the Centaurs we've stolen can be our forward unit, of which we've got about 27 of them now, so that's nice. And we re-scripted our mages. We're more limited on gems, so we're trying to be careful with our gem usage, especially considering we're trying to script 2 armies. So, a little bit, a little less duplication. We're on a fort, so we don't have to be quite as careful as on the road too in terms of extra gems. But we've still got some of our big buffs going off, and Firefend, Heat from Hell, stuff like that. So, although he's not going to be patrolling this turn, he's casting Pyre of Catharsis. And yeah, anti-magic, all the good things that we can afford, we're going to try to get off. Similar thing here. Similar setup, except with Heart Companions and Elephants out in the front. We got Mass Regen, Relief, all that good stuff coming out. Anti-magic. Mass Protection. Cripple Winter. Mass Protection comes out faster, so I am doing Mass Protection followed by Army of Lead, because it's a 200% casting time. And then we've got Frostfend, Power of the Spears, Time Stop Master and Slave again with this guy. And Drain Life. Good General. So yeah, just a lot of the same stuff. A lot of the big buffs. And I will see you in turn 79.